Welcome guys to another edition of Rage Against the Dice. Today we're doing an unboxing video for the brand new TTCombat game Rumbleslam. It's a game about pro wrestling where you take your opponents and you throw them out of the ring to score. You have teams of 5 or more models. It's something I've been looking forward to personally since around about January of last year when I first heard about it. And mine arrived today, so I thought, let's get straight into it with an unboxing video. Let me just get the camera there so we can get as much in of it as possible. There you go, that should be okay. So we're going to dive straight in, get the packaging off. It's basically just a normal white cardboard box with what is unfortunately very flimsy packaging around it. However, you will be pleased to hear that this is the only actual issue I have with the game, at least aesthetically, is that the box it comes in isn't particularly nice. I would have much preferred your Games Workshop style of cardboard box, one bit underneath, one bit over the top, slide off. But that's just my own personal preference. See, then it's just a plain white box underneath, no logos, nothing really to identify it. This isn't a game that I will keep in its own box. What I will do is I'll get a KR case, and I'll probably end up putting all the miniatures in there. Some of them, like your Space Hulks and your collector's ones, I do tend to keep them in their box, or if they come with a decent quality box. Next, we're going to move on to the ring mat itself. Now, this is gorgeous. It's sort of mouse mat style back. Stop it from being slippy. Let me just sign that away. You can see there, that's not really moving unless I give it a decent amount of force. It's really nice quality. It's printed on, and it does make a perfect alternative to the mat that you can get, the laser cut MDF one. Now, the next thing to look at is the rules themselves. Now, the rule book is gorgeous. It's high quality. The artwork in it's beautiful. As you can see there, it's a glossy cover, which I'm not catching particularly well, with what looks like a dwarf and an orc on the front. If I just skip to a random page, you can see there diagrams of what things do. You've got a list of obviously everyone who makes it and that type of thing. I think the quality of what's gone in the box more than makes up for the packaging itself. I did just want to mention that because I did start on a negative, but I like to get that out of the way as much as possible, as quick as possible. Then you also get the dice. You have the red dice, which is for your working crowd, which is cheers and boos and blanks. Then you get your copper, silver and gold dice, which are the ones you use, from what I can see from the videos I've watched for doing actions. Again, they're nice quality dice. Instead of numbers, they've got fists printed on them. I think it's a nice touch. A lot of companies seem to be going that way. I know the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Kickstarter that happened, their dice have got symbols on instead of numbers. And another number of other companies are also doing the same. Instead of getting your usual cardboard tokens, you actually get all your tokens as little acrylic ones, as you can see. I haven't popped them out yet or anything. But I'll just drop one out now to sort of show you the quality of them, because it's so nice in an age where everybody gives you your cardboard tokens and then sells you the acrylic ones separately. For the acrylic tokens to actually come with it. They're beautifully designed. Again, I haven't read the rules, so I don't know what any of the tokens really mean. But that doesn't mean I'm going to, stop showing them off. Now, these blood counters right here, now they're going to be perfect. And the same with the star counters. They're going to be perfect for your Batman miniature games and things like that as well. Your X's, your arrows, your crosses, now they all come on these little acrylic sheets, and you just pop them out. I'm certainly going to have fun doing that later. A few of you sigh in there at the fact that I'm going to have fun popping acrylic pieces off. Now, we're going to look at the cards, because I wanted to save the models for last. So here's the cards. They come in their little sheets. You get... All I've done when I opened this was I took some of the bulkier packaging out. These are cards I'm looking at for the first time, same as yourself. So you've got little card, basic actions, what things do, an initiative card there. Now, without reading the rules, I'm assuming that initiative card just gets passed to whoever has initiative. By the time I read the rules, I could be then doing a video apologising for getting that wrong. But as things stand, that's what I would assume it is. And then you've got the cards for the wrestlers themselves. The cards, again, they're decent quality. They're a bit bendier than, say, a Magic the Gathering card, but only just. They're certainly a lot sturdier than the likes of your Robo Rally cards, which I find really, really cheap. There's just the Troll on there as the first one. It shows when he doesn't attack, the dice he gets, which is a gold and 2 silver. Defense is a silver and 2 bronze. Grapple is 3 silvers. And then your dexterity dice, which I believe is rolled for initiative purposes, is a copper. There's your attacks, there's your life across there. It tells you the weight, your crowd pop and the throw. Like a lot of you watching this, I don't really understand what a lot of that means at this stage, purely due to the fact that this is the first time I've opened it and I've not really had a look at the books. Now, this is the bit that people want to see. This is the bit that I've been most intrigued by, which is the models themselves, because the artwork that went up online was fantastic for it. Like, you couldn't fault it. So, you know, I've been holding off opening the packaging, and it really has been hard to hold off opening the packaging because I wanted to show these for the first time on video. So any reaction, good or bad from myself, is a genuine, non-rehearsed reaction. Now, straight away, we looked at the troll before, so you can see that that troll, not only is it beautifully sculpted, but it matches that picture perfectly, other than its missing arm, which again, for a model that size to just have one gluable component, that's certainly not something I'd particularly worry about. It's very easy for the whole plug and play thing. A bit of glue there, pop that arm on, pop him on his base, and he'll be ready to game straight away. There is a few bits of flash on there, little bits of plastic or resin in this case that need filing off. A couple of mould lines, but nothing too drastic. Certainly a lot better than the quality of certain other models that are out there on the market. Now this one is the ogre himself. Try and get him as close to the camera there as possible. The detailing again on this is really, really nice. One piece model, two of the little pins there for attaching him to his base, and a tiny bit of flash just on those. Other than that, he's particularly good. And then you've got human, and the level of detailing there on the muscles and the chest's really, really nice. We are going to be running some videos, doing some playthroughs of this, how-to videos, maybe some painting things as well. I did get a couple of extra teams and stuff. I'm going to show those off in this video as well. There again, you have another human, and then for variety, you've got one of the orcs there. So bits of flash here and there. The odd mould line, which is to be expected, but the quality of the sculpts themselves are really nice. Now, this is one thing that I'm a mixed bag about. It comes with clear bases, which I think is really, really good, because it saves you buying them separately, as I know a lot of people like. However, for those who do want to paint on them, and I haven't painted on them, so I can only go by speculation, but I would assume that once undercoated, these are likely to chip. And this is just from experience of painting other acrylics. As I said, I'm no means an expert, but just from the times that I have, what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach the wrestlers straight to them, and I'm going to spray them, because I want to paint them to match the rings. Once I get the MDF ring, I definitely want to paint that up. And have it as my own little federation. I think what we are going to do with this particular game is we are going to run it like sort of your WWE Monday Night Raws. We're going to pick a day, and that's going to go up that same day every week. And it's going to be like little events, and we'll have it so you guys can vote who you want to wrestle who. Again, it's something we'll discuss in more detail in the coming sort of weeks on this. But it's just the idea I have with regards to it. I think this could be a really good game. It seems to be quite a quick game, and it's one we want to build up and show off. So for now, I'm going to leave it at that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the video while I clear this away, and then I'm going to get you the 2 teams that I have and a couple of the special characters, and we can have a look at those also. So I'll be back in a second, guys. So, welcome back. Here we have the Deadly Divas team, the Furry Fury, which are my particular favourites, being a long-time Skaven player in Warhammer. It's definitely the team that I'm going to paint up and use as my main team. Then you have Phage, or Fag. She's an elf, very much based on the British wrestler Paige, of the legendary Knight family. There you go there. I will pop them out with the blisters and you can have a look at them properly. And this is Baxter. He's based on Davy Boy Smith, the British Bulldog. Even down to the fact that he is a dog himself. And then my personal favourite there, which is based on the Macho Man Randy Savage. And that's Ronnie Salvage. You can see there all his details. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop open these little clamshell blister packs. And let you have a look at the miniatures in a little more detail. And then from there, what we can do is we can open up the bigger team packs and have a look at those as well. So, once again, they come with the clear base. You can leave it clear or you can paint it as you desire. And then, when you look at the model himself, beautiful detailing again. All the way down to the tassels and things on the boots. I think they're really, really good. What I will do, because I fully appreciate that maybe at the minute the camera that we're using doesn't pick up the finer models in great detail, I will pop stuff on our Instagram and you'll be able to see the link in the description below. So you'll be able to have a look at some of these and follow the stages from out of the blister pack all the way to painted. This one is Baxter. Just popping Baxter out here. Now, this is one of the models that when I first saw the artwork for, he really drew me in. Even if I wasn't a wrestling fan, which I am. Pause for a second to let you guys sigh there. Or laugh, as appropriate. But I just think the sculpt on him is beautiful. He's got, you know, the braided hair. He's got the Union Jack style gear, which, you know, you can paint on, or you could go with a different look entirely. Like I was thinking, because of the way they're sculpted, you can make those look like shorts. So I was thinking of going for a sort of more trunks on him instead of the long trousers. Just for a bit of variety on that, because I've seen a few painted up already and they have gone with a very traditional British Bulldog style look. And then the last one here we're going to look at in these is the elf. Now, if you are part of the Facebook group that we have for this, you'll notice that people have been painting this character up quite a lot. A couple of varied looks on the skin. It is going to be something, because I painted elves for a long time, so I am going to be at some point running a little painting guide on how to do elf skin. It might be important for those who are wondering how to paint an elf skin, just to check that out when I come round to painting her. So for now, that's enough on the characters. We're now going to look at the Furry Fury, and once again, exactly the same comment I had with the main box set. I really, really don't like the packaging. I love the artwork on the packaging. I love sort of the way it's all laid out, but I just don't like these sleeve designs. But once again, that's my only complaint about it, because the second you open these up and you see these beautiful models, all is forgiven with regards to the packaging itself. I'd much rather have sculpts that look like these and substandard packaging than the other way around. Clear bases again, you get all your cards with it. One of the rat models there. And then I'm just going to move on to the Deadly Divas. I actually picked the wrong ones when I got the Deadly Divas. The ones I wanted were more the demonic females. But that was just me and my overzealous ordering. However, they do still work with Paige or the page-esque model, so it's fine. But here's the biggest model in the box, and the sculpts on it, beautiful, the detailing there on the face, and then all the rest they're like bagged up. Because of the thinness of them, I am quite reluctant to take them out their bags until it comes time to get them all based up and painted up and things. And that's just because they are quite fragile, the female models, but you would expect that given sort of the size comparison towards the men. But if you do want to see what any of them look like, just look at the card artwork, because it's virtually identical. Then you can see, just like when we were looking before, you have your attack, defense, your grapple, and then your dexterity, a throw, pop, and the weight of the character. Down here, I believe, are the actions that people can do, and without looking at the book, I'll need to know what they are. But the arrow, I would assume, means move. The star, I would assume, means action. If I have a read through the rules and that's different, I will either make a follow-up video just explaining any differences that I have made, or I'll just pop it as a little extra bit on the end of this one. But that's the models themselves. I have, this has been quite a long video because there was a lot to show, so I'm going to end it here. I urge anyone who likes the look of the game to certainly check it out. The price value itself isn't particularly terrible. I think it's very reasonable for what you get. You can get that from TTCombat Direct. You can get it from Firestorm Games, very reasonably priced. You can pick it up in your likes of your Wayland games and things like that as well. But as I always say, if you have got a bricks and mortar store near you that either stock it or you'd like to stock it, please get it from there, or speak to your bricks and mortar store owner about contacting TTCombat and getting this into their stores. The only way you're going to build a thriving community, and this kind of game needs a thriving community to really get the most out of it, is if your local store's stocking it and people are playing it. So, as I always say, try and get it from your locals. If you can't, or they don't stock it, go online. There's a number of different places. I use Firestorm Games for everything, but you can pick it up direct from TT, as I said. So I'll leave it there, guys. And as always, thank you very much for listening to me prattle on. Pray to the dice gods and hope they smile upon you. You have a great evening, guys. Bye.